TGI Friday, baby. Make sure everything, man. We got a big game at St. John's Red Storm. Holding the fort down against the Duke Blue Devils, baby. They holding the fort down, the real good game. I hope it stays tight. Shook Knight in the building as always. I see you, Shook. Got a good game over here, Shook. Real good game. Hopefully it can stay tight. Hopefully the Johnnies could prevail. Low, a few checks in the building. I see you. Yes, sir. I'm trying to get on my iPad to do some moving around, so give me a minute, y'all. Shout out to everybody tapping in. St. John's Redmond playing the shit out the Duke Blue Devils in a real good game in a sweet 16, baby. Let's go. I think the Yankees won again, 3-0. Neil Stewart in the building. Neil, keep St. John's in the game, baby. Keep him in the game. Benny Bellato in the building. I see y'all, baby. Yes, sir. Give me a minute, guys. I'm just trying to move this show around. Yes, sir, Benny. I see you. Don't think I don't see you, baby. Hold up. Trying to get the show on many platforms. Give me a minute. I have to bring out the iPad to do that. Yeah, shout out to everybody. We're going to have a good show today. We're going to talk baseball, Sweet 16, all that shit. Don't go nowhere, guys. You know I'm bringing the heat. Last week we had the Bishop roll up. Bishop did his thing. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to give you all my attention in 1 minute. Pause. I be doing too many shit in one time. I ain't got a team like Stephen A. He got like 12 workers around him. It's only me and my host. That's it. And we still put our bomb work. Still putting our bomb work. Hold up. Yeah, shout out to everybody. Al York Sports, man. With another one, TGI Friday. No drinking and driving. 67-65, Duke Blue Devils. 5:28 left. Let's stay in the game. So hopefully we can steal the game. Let's go. It's a tough shot right there. Fadeaway three. You got to go inside. St. John's, you've been hitting threes today. Prey been hitting them. But you're really not a three-point team, man. You're really not, man. All right, let me turn this off real quick. Shout out to everybody tapping in. We waiting on X-Man to tap in. We going to bring in X-Man real soon. Oh, there you go. X-Man's in the building right now. Brian Breezy in the building. Big game. Duke Blue Devils up 2 against the St. John's Red Storm. Get that rebound. Good rebound by the Red Storm. We got a game. We got to keep it close, man. That's all I'm asking. They got to score, though. They got to stop shooting threes. I know it helped them early, but they're not a three-point shooting team. You gotta go in the hole like that. Even if they block it, fuck it. Oh, good play. And 1, let's go, baby. Let's go. Just keep it there to the buzzer, man. Let's go, Red Storm. Al York Sports. We talking to y'all, man. Okay, where's TPK? I don't see TPK in the building. Let me know how I'm sounding, extra lower. First one to tell me so we can proceed. Yes, sir. Way to go, Greg. You hit the field throw, baby. Hit the free throw, baby. We be up 1, then we got to play some defense. Long way from the game being over. This game is far from over. Y'all know the Blue Devils know how to close. So they just got to keep up because St. John's get 3-point happy, and then they are really not a 3-point shooting team. Though today, they've been hitting a lot of big ones, man. Yeah, I'm so excited in the game, I forgot where I'm at. Let me know how I'm sounding, y'all, so that we can keep going, man. We can keep going. X-Man, wait for my shenanigans, and I'm going to pull you in, brother. You already know what it is, man. Matter of fact, let me take these off. Let's start the show, because if I get caught up here, man. Yes, sir. Way to go, sir. Sure, way to go. Let me go here. Y'all keep me posted. I mean, I can see off the screen a little, but I got to start this show. We got to get X in the building, and we got to do a lot of things. And Let me see if I got anything before the show. If not, I'll start everything for the show. Okay, they ain't no. Okay, I gotta. Okay, all right, let's start the show, baby. Al York Sports, baby. 10 years, baby. 10 years and counting, baby. Y'all already know what it is, baby. TGI Friday, baby. If it ain't Friday, it ain't nothing, man. March Madness in the building. Sweet 16, baby. Let's do it. Restore. Show the world you belong. Show the world you belong. You down 1 point with 3 minutes. Don't show no ass. Play it to the buzzer. Try to get the last shot win. Do what the fuck you gotta do. You know Duke gonna be in the game. Duke is not gonna fade. They too good. You gotta show that you belong and stay in the game like you did in the first half when you score like them last 4 points. Stay in the game. The Blue Devils will roll you out the gym if you don't stay in the game, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy 10 years. You already know, baby. Al York Sports. Love y'all. Now we can really get this thing going. It's hard to keep focused, man, with these guys. But I know it's a 3-point lead just like that. Duke was just up 2. All right. Go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit your notification bell. Y'all already know what to do. Show love on YouTube, guys. I don't see no comments. I see 1 million comments on Facebook and like 5 on YouTube. Show me some YouTube love, man. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the death. Nueva York, Nueva York. Shout out to Ernest. We got a new guy named Ernest who's been playing 4 slots every week for the last month. Hats off to Ernest. Thank you for contributing on the slots, Ernest. Appreciate you. Peace to the shooter, coast to coast, Mike the R, Joel Santana with all the design work. Shout out to Arrowhead Media, Candelaria, Arrowhead Media 702 on Instagram. Let's keep it moving. Al York Sports Apparel, you already know what it is. Hit me however you want to hit me. Inbox me, Instagram, whatever, IG, whatever, man. Twitter, you know what I mean? WhatsApp, whatever, man. Put your orders in, email. I got y'all. You know I got the deals on 2 and 3 hats, whatever, 2, 3 shirts. 1, you got to pay the regular price, and y'all know how it is with that. Now let's go into the boxing ring before I call my man, X-Man, over. We're going to go into boxing. Big fight, March 28th, which is tomorrow, with Keith Thurman, a.k.a. One Time, versus Sebastian Fundura, a.k.a. the Towering Inferno. Keith Thurman, 31-1, 23 knockouts. It's in the MGA Grand in Las Vegas. And Sebastian Fundura, 23-1, 15-0. If you're taking Fundura, he's minus 275. It's kind of steep. I know he's bigger, he's younger. But you don't sleep on old vets like Keith Thurman. If you're going to bet this fight, you got to take Thurman at that plus 200. Win or lose, that's the bet you make. Because you don't want to lay 3-1 against a veteran, then you lose. I'd rather lay the plus 200 with One Time and hope he gets him one time and ends the fight. It's on Amazon Prime. Go One Time, Keith Thurman, though Fundura's a really good boxer. Other news, just like I told y'all, North Carolina has ended a relationship with head coach Hubert Davis. Hubert Davis, beloved in North Carolina, not only as a player, he became a coach. If you ask me, Roy Williams saved his job a couple times, but they couldn't save him no more. You know, the fact that the team is so good and you're not going deep in the tournament. If I'm correct, I think he went into a Final Four, but that's not good enough. 5 years, 179 games, 125 and 54. He won at a 70% ratio, but no chips, 1 Final Four. It's not going to get it done in Tar Heel land. Good luck to Hubert Davis. I know he'll find work elsewhere. Like I said, he was winning at a 70% percentage. There is work out there for him. Other news, the Atlanta Falcons have reached a 1-year deal, $2.5 million, with backup running back Brian Robinson. I think he's the perfect complement to B. Joan Robinson. Another tall running back that can run the rock, secondary back. You know, he's been shot up before, so he's not the same player, but he still can contribute and help out the Atlanta Falcons, backing up B.J. Robinson, who the Atlanta let go Tyler Algier, who signed a deal with the Arizona Cardinals, and now Robinson joins the running back attack with the Atlanta Falcons. Nice signing for the Atlanta Falcons. Other news, the Cubs re-signed outfielder 24-year-old Pete Crow Armstrong to a 6-year extension worth $115 million, 19.1 annually, 247 batting average, 31 home runs, 95 RBIs, 768 OPS, and is one of the best defensive outfielders in the game. Pete Crow Armstrong. Salute. X-Man, where you at, baby? Let's get the X-Man in and let's start this motherfucker. Then you see, that's like that. They down 4 and Duke got the ball. That's what I mean, man. Duke always find a way, man. They got to get a stop, man. Let's wait for X-Man to come in the building. Man, Smith, they too good, man. Them motherfuckers too good. I hate to say, they just too good. Let me get X-Man in the building. Come on, you don't need a 3. You don't need that. I'll take it, but you didn't need it. Come on, X-Man. 75-72, let's go. Waiting for X-Man to top in. It's taking a very long time. X might have to re-up and try to get in again. X, I'm going to knock you down and pull you in, X. I'm going to knock you down and pull you in. Yeah, let me try to pull you in better. Let me see what happens here. Trying to get X-Man in the building. X-Man, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, brother, remember, we got to line up on the camera. You got a beautiful jet hat. I want everybody to see it, all right?
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah, let's get even, my brother. Listen, X-Man.
I only wear beautiful things, brother.
X-Man, I don't care who don't like your haircut. I love it. You know why I love it? Because I'm the pretty boy on the show, and you the ugly nigga. You got to get 2 people.
Hey,
I love it, X.
Hey,
listen, 2 pretty dudes ain't popping.
Hey, for my buddy Neil, I got something for Neil. I want to show something to Neil. I think Neil is gonna love this.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Hey, I see the R's in the building. The R tapped in the building. All right, X, real quick. The game right now. Let's talk about this. Then we're gonna talk about the other stuff in a little while.
Yeah.
St. John's Redmond's giving Red Storm is giving the Duke Blue Devils everything they can handle, but you know Duke late knows how to pull away, and I hope they don't pull away because they're up 5 with a minute and change left. St. John's got to go to the hole. They don't need to force the 3s yet. Keep going to the hole. Try to get down 3 with the ball left and then try to tie it up or some shit. Don't try to be trying to tie it up with the 3s. The 3's been falling down today, but they're not a 3-point shooting team. That's why they in the game. But X, you would go with what works or you would go to what got you here? I think you got to go to the hole, man.
You got. I would mix it up. I would mix it up a bit, but I think you got to go to the hole, try to draw those and ones. Listen, I took St. John's Sweet 16, and I'm saying it now. If St. John's beats Duke, they're going to the Final Four.
Oh indeed.
I don't see Michigan State, UConn. Listen, to me, since these brackets came out, I said the same thing over and over, and I was talking to my brother about this. St. John's got the short end of the stick. When you beat UConn 2 times out of 3 this year, and you beat them in the Big East Championship, how in the world does Connecticut get the number 2 seed in the East and St. John's gets the 5? You know, but it is what it is. You play with what you're given.
Let's go, X!
You play with what you're given. And
X, listen, one stop, baby, one stop.
I love St. John's. I've been rooting for. Listen, I've been a St. John's fan since the Chris Mullins day. Okay, so
I want them. Willie Glass and Walter Berry. Don't forget them.
I remember that team very.
Don't forget Willie Glass and Walter Berry. And Mark Jackson. And Mark Jackson.
I remember that team, brother. I remember that team.
Hold up. Yo, Mark Jackson, to shoot the free throws like this here.
That's right. I remember that great team, man. And I would love for them to beat Duke. We know Duke is the number 1 team. They're not number 1 for a reason.
Duke is hard to beat, man. They win these games right here all the time.
Up a good game. I would stick to the game plan. You know, you get the wide open shot, you take it. But if you got to take it to the hole and draw that and one, you do that. I would rather do that. But, you know, we'll see how this game plays out. Patino coaching his ass off.
Regardless how it ends, I got a lot of respect for the Red Storm. But I think it'll be very, very intriguing if they find a way to win this game.
I think so. Like I said, if they beat Duke, they're going to the Final Four. They're going to Final
Hey, yo,
Four.
that's how he wears it. He ain't with the shape up shit. He on that lumberjack shit. That's how lumberjacks wear it. X is a throwback. X is a farmer. He belongs in the farm. He don't believe in shape ups and none of that. That's for us city niggas. Us city niggas. X in the farm. Them niggas be living they shit crazy. Okay, so
Yeah.
I kind of want to ride this out before we start, but I don't want to get behind on shit.
Listen. I got the score here in front of me on my phone, on my other phone. So, 77-74.
Need to stop.
And let's not forget, we got a good game also going on the other side with Alabama up 2 on Michigan.
No, Michigan up 6 now.
Oh, Michigan up 6 now. Okay.
Yeah, we need that.
Well, I'm watching the St. John's game on my other.
Oh my God, they fouled for what, X?
What do we have? It's 32 seconds left. Well, listen, you gotta. It's 32 seconds left in the game. You gotta stop the clock the best you can. You gotta get enough time there. You gotta keep the clock.
No, they had 40 seconds. You could have got to stop. Got the ball with 8 seconds.
Yeah, but you know what?
That's not pushing it. 8 is good.
You gotta preserve the clock, man. You gotta preserve the clock. You gotta preserve the clock.
I don't know, man. This is just giving Duke a chance to cover that 6.5.
Yeah, well, you gotta preserve the clock, man. I understand, man, but listen, man, you gotta
let's get a miss, X. Let's get a miss, X.
This is about clock management.
Yo, we're going to have to watch this last little bit. I'm sorry. Listen, I love my show, but this shit is too crazy right here. This March Madness. Let's get a basket.
Well, this is what the madness is all about, man.
Let's get a basket. Where the foul, bro? Yes, get me the foul. Let's go, X.
Yeah, let's go, brother. Let's go.
You know what? Fuck,
hey,
I
listen,
hate
man,
starting.
You can listen to it. You can listen to it, okay?
You wanna move on?
Hey, listen, man.
Or you want to watch the ending? Up to you.
Let's go to the ending, man. Let's go to the ending.
Okay, let's
go
guys,
to the ending.
Work with us. This game is too good right here, guys.
I have it here. Listen. Look, let me show you. Look. I got it right there. My other phone, ESPN app, brother.
Let's go, baby.
I'm just.
You know they're gonna foul right away, though.
Oh no! I know that.
Let's go, Michigan, baby. That's one of my teams I gave out.
Well, Michigan's one of my Final Four teams that I got.
They were struggling early, but I think they figured them motherfuckers out.
Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, Michigan's one of my Final Four teams. UConn was one of my Final Four teams, and Arizona was my other Final Four team.
I like that they killed time because we're fighting time right now.
There you go. You got to stop the clock, man.
Let's go, baby.
You got to stop the clock.
Let me give an update. 77-75, Duke Blue Devils.
Yep.
10.8 seconds. St. John's just fouled. The Duke Blue Devils. Duke Blue Devils are going on the line for 1-1. They still shooting a 1-1.
And what the problem is, as much as I love St. John's, they got to hit those free throws, man. They can't go one out of two. They got to hit free throws. And Duke is good.
Sandra stepping on your phone, talk about some sports porn and shit. Oh, guys, crazy. Oh, guys, I want to start so bad, but we got to watch this couple seconds, man. Or at least if they go up 4 with 3 seconds and then they foul, we'll start it. X, we're going to do NCAA all through, then we do baseball. I want to do baseball first, but we got to do NCAA because after this game, we got to cover everything.
This is March Madness, bro. This is the season.
Exactly.
Baseball's only 2 games in. Who gives a fuck?
You love baseball, nigga. You better cut it out.
Listen.
Yankees 2-0, baby.
Listen.
I took your bum-ass Mets yesterday.
Listen.
They were down 2-0. They came back.
This is Christmas for me. March Madness and the start of baseball. This is Christmas. This is my Christmas, brother.
Right. My sister Annie, I love you more, baby. Everybody tapping in, the Ghost, Sandra, Loca, all that. Shout out to everybody. We just starting a little bit with this because this game is too good. Yeah. And unfortunately, it started on the start of my show. But I promise y'all, I'm going to make it up. Me and X going to go in. I promise y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Rob said you the official mascot of the Memphis Grizzlies. The R came in with jokes today.
That's
Yo,
all
R,
right,
you
man.
better call me tonight, R.
Hey, hey, R. If I'm the official mascot, get me a contract with
Let's
the
go.
Grizzlies so they can pay me to be the mascot. I don't do shit for free.
I don't want no overtime, X. I want to win like in regulation,
Yeah,
man.
no. I don't want overtime.
No
I don't want
overtime, because
overtime.
Duke could probably blow them out in overtime.
Yeah, I don't want overtime. What they up? 3?
Yeah, 11.2 3-point lead. First time I'm ever doing this, guys, but this is March Madness.
Yeah, man. This is
They
what
better
it's about,
foul.
man.
That's all right. That's all right. Woo! Let's go. I got the cover. I don't give a fuck. I mean, yes, I give a fuck. I wanted Red Storm to win, but you know what? I got the cover. So let's keep it going, X. X, you ready?
Yep, let's go.
78-75. Duke's ball. It looks like ball game. We watched it
That's good,
in
yeah.
case they steal and hit a three. Let's hold up. Because they can steal and hit a three. Or get a 5-second count. Okay, you want to start, X, or you want to wait?
Let's start. I don't think Duke's going to make that mistake, man.
Okay, exactly, especially Duke. Okay, yesterday, big game. You had the Texas Longhorns versus the Purdue Boilermakers. Yeah. Purdue was up 39-35, and in the second half, Texas made a run.
Yep.
Came back, the lead seesaw multiple times, and then Purdue won on that last second. I'm not going to say touching because he got the rebound and laid it in, but they ended up winning on that play. They didn't cover the 8.5. The Longhorns played their tails off. Your take on that game yesterday versus the Longhorns and the Boilermakers?
Yeah, that was a great game. You know, I first of all, I didn't think Texas would come this far. They had an up and down.
They low key good. They low key good.
They're low key good, but they had an up and down season in the SEC. But yeah, this was a great game. You know, Purdue showed a lot of grit in that second half. A lot of shots weren't falling for them, but they showed that a lot of good veterans they got on that team still. You know, and Texas young players, good young players. Give them another year or two, they're going to be maybe one of those teams you got to look out for. But yeah, this was a great game. You know, down to the last seconds, like you said, that final tip was what ended it. But
Boilermakers always play this kind of game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they
do.
Play this kind of game.
But they play your typical Big Ten style of basketball. They don't blow out teams. You know, that's the kind of team they had. They're a big physical team. So yeah, this was a good game, good test for them. But let's see what they do next round now.
Okay, let me give you some numbers. T-Mark, 29.7 threes. Swain, 15 points, 9 rebounds. Pope, 12 points, 4 for 9 on threes. Now we pivot to the Boilermakers. Trey Kaufman-Renn, I got the winning tap in, 20 points, 8 rebounds. Fletcher Lawyer, 18 points, 3 and 3. And Brandon Smith, my boy, the R's favorite player, 16 points, 2 assists. And the Purdue Boilermakers move on to the Elite Eight. Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Here we got a foul. Yo, they ripped his jersey. What's going on there? They try to rip the K off the Duke and shit. Wow.
Let me just say this.
I got a story for that in high school, but I ain't going to say it now. Where this girl ripped the tiger off my man Richard.
I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. Duke's a good team, but I'm not impressed with the Boozer brothers. I'm really not impressed with them.
You're not?
No, I'm not impressed with them at all.
They winning, though. That's all that matters, X.
No. I didn't say do. I said the Boozer brothers. The Boozer
Yeah,
brothers.
but they winning.
I'm not impressed with them. I think there are a lot of overhype on them because they go to Duke and who their father is. I don't think they're that great. They're more one-dimensional than anything as ball players.
Okay, game over.
Right,
Salute
game over.
to the St. George Redmen. Good game. Nothing but take your hats off. Salute to the Redmen. Now we're going to move on into another game. One of my dark horses got ran out the gym yesterday, X, as the Arizona Wildcats defeated the Arkansas Razorbacks 109-80 and led at the half 54-43. Zona was too much for them offensively. Coach Cal cannot get a defense to stop them at all, giving up 109 points. In a Sweet 16 game is close to like the worst defense you can ever play. Talk to us on this game, and Arizona looked really like championship good, X.
That's the team I picked, by the way, to win the championship. Arizona had too many veterans, too much veteran play. Arizona had too much physical play, too much height, better perimeter players, better defensively overall. Arkansas, we all know
They had
it's
a
a
better
Calipari.
team, though. Listen, I thought the Razorbacks
All
could play
around,
with anybody.
yeah, all
Just like
around
I
they were.
thought St. John's could play with Duke.
Yeah,
I thought Arkansas could have gave Arizona that
I
same
thought
kind
so
of
too.
game. But I
I
was
was
wrong.
thinking the same. I thought this was going to be a good game too, Arizona and Arkansas, but they just blew them right out the water in that second half. They had no
Facts.
answers for them. They were pounding them inside, and when they had the chance to hit those three, they did. They locked them down when they had to defensively. This is a typical Calipari team, a young team that gelled at the right time in the season, become tournament time. It was just too. Arizona was just too much for them.
It
So
was. That's the
yeah,
only way I can cut it. Like, I can't say Duke was too much for St. John's.
yeah,
They just beat them. I think St. John's played good enough to beat them. But
yeah,
Arizona was too much for the
yeah.
Arkansas Razorback. Let me give you some numbers. A Cuff, our freshman, the great freshman, 28 points. Thomas, 17 points. Richard III, 13.5 rebounds. Shift over to the Arizona Wildcats, led by Burries, the rookie. You said a lot of veterans, but you left out the
I
rookie,
forgot the
Burries, that I
rookie. Yeah,
told you
yeah,
about.
yeah.
23 points. Pete had 21 points. Kurchevichov, some Russian name I can't even pronounce, 15. And Bradley had 14, 4
Yeah,
rebounds, 5 assists. Bradley's the dark-skinned kid, really quick, really good as the Wildcats move up to
yeah.
the Elite Eight and they crush the Arkansas Razorbacks. Any words before we move on, X?
Yeah. Like I said, I got Arkansas going to Final Four, but they're gonna have a tough match next round. So let's see how that goes. But I think they're gonna go to the Final Four. I really don't. I think they play Purdue next, so it's gonna be a good game. But I think overall, Arizona's combination of veterans and freshmen, great defense on the perimeter. They're going to be too much for Purdue.
Yeah, that looks solid, man.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna go to the team that they calling the new Cinderella team, the Iowa Hawkeyes, with
Ooh.
another upset win. This one
Yeah.
was only 2.5. It wasn't
Yeah.
like an upset. It was just a 2.5 point line. Cornhuskers led early 46-43. And then the Hawkeyes, like they've been doing since the beginning of the March Madness, came back and handled their business like they did with
Yeah.
the Florida Gators. And they did
Mm-hmm.
it yesterday again as they defeated the Cornhuskers 77-71X. Any words before I give you the numbers?
This is a typical Big Ten game because they're both in the Big Ten. But Iowa did what they had to do. Iowa's not a team that's going to blow you out with points and stuff. They keep it close defensively. They keep it close offensively. And when the time is right, they seem to get hot at the right time, shut down the team defensively, which is what they did for quite a stretch against Nebraska. Shut them down defensively, scored at the right time. I agree. This is a Cinderella team. Nobody had Iowa coming this far.
Nobody.
And they played a
I've
great
been
game.
all over Las Vegas. I ain't hear
Yeah,
Iowa from nobody. So if anybody said they had Iowa, they fucking lying.
nobody. Yeah, they lying. Yeah, they lying. They lying through their teeth hard.
Right.
But yeah, they kept it close like they've been doing all year to win games, and they came up right at the right time.
Right. Well, Iowa led by Sturts, 20 points, 3 for 9 on threes. Tate Sage, 19.8 rebounds.
Yeah.
And Alvaro Fogarrett that hit the winning 3 against the Gators, scored 5 important points in the last minute. And then Stage, I think Sturts scored the last 2. But that Alvaro Fogarrett's a beast, 16 points. Shift over to Nebraska. You got Stanford, 25.5 rebounds. Fager, 16.5 for 8 on threes. And Rick Mask had 19 points and 6 rebounds, 4 assists as the Iowa Hawkeyes prevail and move on to the Elite Eight. Salute to my man Midwest Mode in the building. And last but not least, to I thought could have been the game of the day, but it was kind of a sloppy, hardcore game. But another underdog winner as the Illinois Illini 13th seed defeated the fifth seed Houston Cougars
Yeah.
65-55. Illini led at the half 24-22 and a low-scoring contest. And then the Cougars, they had like, I think, a 6-0 run, got a 24-22, actually led early in the second half. But Illini was too much and prevailed 65-55. Talk to us, X.
Yeah, I was shocked with this one. I think I was really shocked with this one. Houston's been like that most of the year. They're not a team that's going to score a lot of points on you. They're a defensive-minded team. And Illinois matched them physicality, height-wise, and everything. And they showed
Illinois went from a prior big team that rebounds, etc. And now they got a lot of overseas players, X, that can shoot the threes,
yeah, they
bro.
can shoot that, and I think that's the problem with Houston. Those are the teams that are going to beat them because if they can't.
Houston can shoot it too, though. Now.
Yeah, but Houston's not an offensive juggernaut team. They have to keep the games close to pull them out, and that's what Illinois did. Illinois flipped it on them. They kept the game close. Once Houston got cold, they got hot, and they kept it going. Houston is not a team that has. Houston is not a team that can play from coming back. They have to play with a lead for them to win.
Well, they came back a couple games this year, X. 10-point deficit.
But
I know what you're saying, but remember they got Shaw, Fleming. They got guys. I know what you're saying. They're not prone to come back. But this year they came back because they did have some shooters. But I know what you're saying. It didn't work against the Illini. It didn't work against them.
Yeah, and that was my problem with Houston going in. When they get cold, and they got cold in the second half for a bit.
Right.
And Illinois took advantage of it, and they kept their foot on the pedal and kept it going. So I was shocked, but this was Houston. I knew if the Houston got into a game like this, it was going to be hard for them to come back and win.
Right, X. It seemed like every time Houston looked like they were going to make a run.
Yeah.
Illini hit a 3 on the ass.
Exactly.
Like 3 different times I've seen that. Let me give you some numbers. Illini, Wagner, 13 points, 12 rebounds. David Mikovic, 14 points, 10 rebounds. And Stojakovic, the son of Peja, 13 points. And he has some big-ass baskets. Pivot over to the Cougars. Sharp, 17 points, 3 for 10 on 10s. McCarty, 9 points. Fleming's 11, 6, and 4 as the Illini 13 seed move on against the 5th seed Houston Cougars, and now they in the Elite 8X. Any last words before we move on?
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting game with I believe they're playing. They're playing Arizona. I believe they're playing Arizona. I think they have to play the same way they did Houston. They're going to have to keep it close. Can they keep it close with an Arizona team?
Let's go, Michigan.
It's going to be hard to keep it close against Arizona because Arizona likes to get up and down, but Arizona is very good defensively, and they turn defense into offense at times. So if Illinois can keep it close, they got a chance. If Arizona comes out running on them and gets a big lead early, they're going to be blown out early.
I feel like Arizona they're too athletic for them, if that makes sense, X.
Yeah.
But I'm not sleeping on the Illini because they know how to play.
No, they do. They
got a good coach. They know how to play. X, you got a line on that game? Because I didn't check the line on that game.
Let me check for you. Hold on.
I might have it, but let me
Let me check for you because I have the ESPN app right here. Let me get back on my phone. They play
X,
tomorrow,
hold up, X. I think you got the wrong games. Illini play Iowa.
Iowa. Okay, so they play Iowa.
They don't play Arizona.
Okay, so they play Iowa. Okay.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, yo, Mid-Mo, you right. They should beat them. I think Iowa's Cinderella runs ends against the Illini. Purdue plays Arizona.
Okay. So who plays Arizona?
Purdue. And that's 6.5 points.
Okay. So yeah. You're right. Let me see the games for tomorrow.
Iowa plays the first game tomorrow. That'll be 3 p.m. I don't know if that's 6 p.m. your time or 3 your time and 6 my time.
6 p.m. my time. 6 p.m. my time.
Okay, so that's 3 p.m. Vegas time.
That's do they have the odds here? I don't see any odds on them.
Yeah, the line is 7.5, 6.5, depending where you get it for the Illini. And the second game is 6.5 for Arizona.
Arizona 6.5. Yeah, I think Arizona is going to pull this one. I agree. I think Iowa's run is going to end tomorrow with Illinois. I agree.
Illinois is just too official, man.
So I just had it mixed up a bit, but yeah.
Don't worry. X. What I'm here for, baby? I'm not here to look good, X. I'm here to make sure we do it right, man. Pause.
Yeah, I got you. I got you, brother.
Okay,
I
so
got you.
any last words? You want to have you want to have an opinion for tomorrow's game before we keep going? Because we got time, X. We got time.
I got you, brother. I think
You know what?
tomorrow's
Fuck
game,
that. Let's do this. You got Illini, 13 seed, 6.5, 7.5 point, depending where you get it at. I see 6.5, 7.5 versus the Iowa Hawkeyes. The totals is 138.5. X, talk to us. We're gonna go right into it. No homework.
No, Illinois is not a 13. I think Illinois is a 3.
I don't know. It says 13. Never mind what I said. Let's just talk about the game.
Yeah, I think Illinois is a 3 seed.
Okay, you probably right, but I don't know why I got a 13 next to them. But you know, listen, disregard that. Illinois, 6 and 7.5 point favorite versus Iowa, 138.5. Talk to us, X.
Yeah, I was going to have to keep this game very close defensively to have a chance. I like Illinois here. They got a lot of great perimeter
You like
shooting.
them to cover that spread?
A 7.5.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, man. No, I think this game is going to be a lot closer than 7.5. I think Illinois wins, but I think it's going to be like a 66-62, something like that.
I got Illinois moving on. I got Iowa covering. I'm not hedging my bet. I just think that Iowa's going to keep it close enough.
Yeah, I think so,
too. 7.5, though, not the 6.5. I think it could fall between 5 or 7 points, kind of like the St. John's game I predicted, also about through there. So I got the same thing there. Okay, so the other game, which is the second game of tomorrow, the Boilermakers versus the Arizona Wildcats. Talk to us.
I got Arizona.
And it's 6.5, 152.5.
Okay, I got Arizona going all the way. I got them winning the chip. This is going to be a tough game. Both teams got good height, defense. I think Arizona's athleticism, better perimeter shooting. I think they're going to pull it out. I like them to cover.
This game got the potential to get ugly early.
Real fast, yeah.
But if Purdue can hit those shots and Brandon Smith can lead them and guide them in the right direction, meaning feeding the big man's, hitting the open shots, not turning the ball over, now we got a game, X. But like I said, what I seen from Zona yesterday, unless they were just clicking on all cylinders, X, but they look like a championship fucking team that they're going to win it all.
Well, Arizona's been clicking all tournament on all cylinders. I don't see that. I don't see them stopping now. Yeah,
I mean, they were clicking, bro. I mean, everybody was saying, yo, it got so ugly because I told you I had the Razorback. I'm like, I couldn't get a miss out those motherfuckers. They were just hitting everything. So I know they're not going to be hot like that again tomorrow because, you know, basketball and baseball, every sport's up and downs.
No.
But I still think they just too athletic for them.
Yeah.
Steve said the dog might move up to 10. That's a possibility.
I agree with what you said. This game has the potential to get ugly early. And if Purdue lets this game get out of hand early, they're not going to come back from that. I still like Arizona.
I'll tell you right now, Arizona, it's like a runaway train right now, dogs.
Yeah, they are.
I still say they choke masters. I think the choke runs in the organization. Now, people might go, Al, but this is a different unit. But when your organization chokes, X, I don't care who's out there. We seen it.
Yeah.
Look at the Knicks. I love the Knicks. It don't matter what unit's out there. We don't win chips. That's it.
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys last 30 years. I don't care if we had Tom Brady, nigga. We wasn't winning nothing, bro. So it's fair to say, X, Iowa covers, loses the game, and Zona basically, like, not a blowout, but they at least win by like 7 points, right?
I got them winning. They're going to put up 80. They're going to put up 80 or more. Definitely Arizona.
I might take team totals, but I know it's going to be high.
Yeah,
especially after that 109. After that 109, it's going to be really high.
What is it? Man. You said 158. 158 is the total.
152.5, and they 6.5 favorite.
I think they cover. I think both teams are going to cover that total.
So you think they'll go over that?
I think they'll go over that total.
I don't know. I can see Zona like Zona just start smashing them, and then Purdue just shoot threes, one and
Yeah.
out. I don't know, dog. Like Purdue gotta hit their shots to stay in this game. St. John's hit their shots tonight.
Yeah.
That's why they was in the game.
Yeah.
And they hit more threes than I expected, X.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But yesterday, Arkansas didn't hit their shots. That's why it was a long day. Any last words on the March Madness? I want to make sure we covered everything on it because that's what's popping now before we pivot over.
Yeah, this has been a great tournament so far. I mean, a lot of upsets early on. North Carolina, who was one of my teams to go far, go out early. Wisconsin goes out early. Gonzaga again goes out early. So but it's been a great, entertaining tournament. A lot of great games early on and still going. You had a couple blowouts here and there, but nothing like
I said, X.
Yeah.
32 games, first round after the play-in. You're gonna get at least half good game. That's just the way it is.
Well,
and now with the Sweet 16, you might get more than half the games be good games. I mean, unfortunately, the Razorback game was a blowout, but the other games were all pretty good.
Even with the first two rounds, there weren't a lot of blowouts. I think it was more than half that were really close games and stuff.
Right. No, it definitely was.
I mean, I was really shocked that Florida went down the way they did. But it is what it is. This is why they.
Well, I know they wasn't going to win it anyway, so you know why they got bumped earlier. I mean, they didn't expect that.
Yeah.
But I know they wasn't, because when you lose two good guards like that Walter kid and that other, there's no way you're going to overcome that. But they did play well all year. They did fought, and they should have won that game. They should have been playing in the Sweet 16.
But that's what March Madness is for. That's why they play the game, brother.
Facts.
They play the game. So
and the new Cinderella is the Iowa Hawkeyes. It was supposed to be High Point.
Hawkeyes,
but High Point High Point lost to Zona, and they played Zona better than Arkansas.
Yes, they did.
They was in that game.
Yes, they did.
High Point's a real good team. If you High Point, if them guys can stay another year instead of trying to transfer portal, I hope they stay, man, because they got to realize how good they really were. They were good, man, but they might have a lot of seniors. So what I'm saying might not mean anything.
This is what I say with March Madness. A lot of these lower seed teams like High Point and those unknown schools, they come in there with a chip on their shoulder because they know they got nothing to lose. They know if they lose, they lose. They made the tournament, they're happy. If they advance, everybody loves them. They got nothing to lose. Who got more to lose, them or Duke?
Right. Like they said, how you say that? They play why they play with house money.
They playing with house money. Yeah, they playing with house money. That's all they doing. That's a very good term out in Vegas too.
Yes, sir. All right, I think we did it. I think we covered all the March Madness. I hope everybody is fulfilled with the information we provided. We even gave you our opinions for tomorrow's game. Now we're going to pivot over to MLB baseball. Now, X, when I tell you MLB baseball, what comes in your mind, X? The start of it.
This is my Christmas, brother. I grew up on baseball. I played Little League. I coached for a few years. Man, I love baseball. Baseball is in my bloodlines, man. My dad had us watch it with him. My dad, diehard Yankee fan, and we used to watch the games. We used to go to the Yankee Stadium as kids with him, or Shea Stadium when he got tickets, and go watch the games. I love baseball. I'm always going to love baseball no matter what. This is the sport I love. I grew up on it, and I'm excited every year. Listen, I'm happy when spring training comes around because I know this is my time of the year. Like I said, my Christmas. As much as I love football, I love baseball even more.
Okay, then the next question I'm going to ask you. You know when people say when you go on a diet, it's healthy for you and it's good for you, right?
Yeah.
You sort of live better and live longer, correct?
Yeah.
So that's the reasoning for going into a diet. What's the reasoning for liking baseball? Educate people, because a lot of people don't like baseball. Explain to them what makes baseball such a unique sport, because a lot of people, I think, don't get it. Like, they really fucked up in there where they don't give baseball a chance. They look at baseball like it's golf, and it ain't golf.
It ain't golf, no.
Give me your
Baseball.
perspective. I'm gonna give you my perspective. I'm not throwing you under the bus. I'm going under the
No,
bus with
I
you.
know what you're saying. In baseball, worldwide, you got people from different countries, parts of the world coming to play the game. You got people from Japan, Dominican Republic, people from Mexico, people from the Caribbean, all over to play this game.
Yup.
That's so beautiful, beautiful game. So hard to hit a baseball when you're trying to hit a 100 mile per hour circle ball with a
With
circular
movement.
bat,
With movement.
with movement
Against all
and
stars playing the field.
against guys, and then you go into the stadium and you meet all these different fans from different places and stuff, and you build a relationship with them and friendships and everything. That's what I love about the sport. I mean, listen, I miss the old school baseball where pitchers weren't scared to pitch inside. If you hit a homer, you can expect some chin music coming up next.
Right.
I miss that. But baseball is such a great sport because of everybody around the world that comes to play it. I mean, the biggest star in baseball right now is Ohtani from Japan.
Right.
Okay, you got guys from Dominican Republic that have been making an impact in baseball over the last 20, 30 years. Puerto Rico, Mexico's starting to get in people from. We saw in the World Baseball Classic, Venezuela. We saw what Venezuela did in the World Baseball Classic.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lovely sport.
Hold up, my boy Lovis Parker said that the Baseball World Classic is garbage, that he's happy that spring training's back. Yo, I love my little brother, but he be having the most weirdest takes. Sometimes I be worried about him, and especially when he was arguing with me about LeBron's better than Jordan. Like, this guy, I think he does this
we're not gonna
for clicks, though. I think he say stupid shit
subject
for clicks because how are you gonna say that? That way, World Baseball shit is boring. I watched like 3 games. They were all super exciting to me, bro.
I tell people this: if you watch baseball on TV, you can find it boring and stuff because you're sitting on the couch watching it. You got to go to the stadium to experience it. Okay? Why? Because the stadiums are loud. People are on their feet. Home runs are hit. People on their feet cheering and everything, screaming and yelling. It's best to see it live in person at the ballpark. That's how I look at it. But I watch baseball anyway. I don't care. I even watch the Caribbean World Series when they're on
right.
season.
If there's one knock of baseball, because I'm going to play devil's advocate, I always said this, it's just too many games, X. 162 games, like, no, real, X. I mean, football got 17, basketball got 81. They're thinking of trimming basketball a little bit. Oh, 82. Well, 160, come on, some games. But I understand why they're not going to change it because of the records. Then you start fucking with people being able to catch other people's records.
Yeah. Yep.
So I get that aspect. Like in football, it was an issue when you move. First, they moved from 14 to 16, and then to 16 to 17 games. So now when you got the lead in Russia for the year, and let's say, for example, now with this new 17 game, as somebody breaks the record, everybody's going to say, oh, because it ain't 16 games, it ain't 14 games, which makes sense, though, X, because in reality, you're playing additional games.
Well, remember, when football started, they went from 12 games to 14 games, 16 games. Now it's 17. And now they want to move it up to 20 games. 20 games is a lot for football. Being that
I don't think they're going to do that.
And I hope they don't do it. I think that's stupid.
It's too much to the body, dog. They're not going to do that.
Too much damage. Yeah, I agree. Too much damage to the body. But
they did the 17 game because they was able to chip off a preseason game or two.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. So it makes sense. You just don't put your star players to play no games.
Yeah.
So that he'd be fresh for the 17 more or less, whatever. Yeah. So I get that. But you're not going to add a couple more games, and then you got playoffs and all that. You're not going to do that.
Now, I'll say this to Noah Parker. I disagree with him on certain things. We're not going to get into LeBron, Michael Jordan. That's a whole different show.
Right.
I'm not a big fan of the World Baseball Classic, and I'm going to tell you why. Even though it was a great atmosphere and everything, not a big fan because you're cutting into these players' time in spring training to get into baseball shape for the season. You're pulling them out of spring training.
You use the spring training game for the rookies, like you said.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm gonna disagree with you with playing at the top. What I'm gonna say is for pitches, for example, they're throwing too many pitches. Look what happened to Paul Skeens yesterday. He looked a little weary. He did look weary. That's why they took him out after 1 inning.
He didn't even last the inning.
He didn't even last it. And that's mainly because they knew the pitches he was throwing in that classic, too. It wasn't just because of yesterday. It's because they know that, you know what, he already threw a lot of – they already had a plan for him, maybe to go 3-4 innings unless he had a short pitch count. But you could tell he wasn't going the distance, bro.
Yeah. Well, this is what I'm trying to say, too. Breaking into the middle of spring training, those veterans need that time also to get acclimated with their new teammates. It goes because baseball players are creatures of habits. They have a certain routine, especially when it comes to working out.
Right.
And when you interrupt that to play them in the World Baseball Classic, they're not going through that routine. Okay,
but that shit's like what, every 4 years, right?
Every 4 years, yeah.
Yeah, but still, man, I'll stick that shit in, dog.
But still, there's something different.
I'll stick that shit in there. That shit's worth it, X.
It's still something different every spring training that they do as a workout.
So you rather deal without it? You rather deal without it?
I don't hate it. I like it. I don't like it that much, but I don't hate it. I think if they're gonna do the World Baseball Classic, to me, my thing is, if they're gonna do the World Baseball Classic, let them do it 2 weeks before spring training starts, because I believe the tournament lasts about 2 weeks.
Okay. Back to baseball before I ask you my next question. Another thing that I like baseball, it becomes like chess a lot of times when managers, it's not like before. You can't change a pitcher for every hitter. You can't do that no more.
Yeah, you can't do that no more. Yeah, you got to go 3.
You got to have them in at least for 3 hitters or at least finish an inning. Yeah. And I get it because that was part of the game being too long. So I get that. They want to rush baseball because today, the way everybody mind is, nobody want to be watching no dull shit for 4 or 5 hours. So that speeds up the game.
Yeah.
But what I like baseball, and like you said in the past, especially for my Yankees, I love the old style, like all this new analytic shit. Yeah. I like the old shit, manufacturing runs, bunning people over. And I know it's been proven that if you swing away, you get more runs. I get it because it's all computeristic shit. Yeah. But I miss that old shit. I'm a throwback dude, dog.
I'm with you.
I'm with the chess match. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. And I love the pitches being changed and all that. Yes, some managers got carried away, like Buck Showalter would never let a lefty face a righty. He's too computerized for me. Like sometimes you got to leave a lefty against a righty. If he gets righties out.
Yeah, I agree.
But Showalter, no. He want lefty, righty. Like, to me, he fucked that whole shit up.
Analytics to me has fucked up every single sport. Football, basketball, baseball.
Mid-Mo, you right. That's why a lot of my brothers don't like it. When I say brothers, my dark-skinned guys, they all love basketball, football. They don't really like baseball like that. But I grew up playing baseball, so that was my first love. And I played it well. I pitched, shortstop, second base. So I know the game within the game.
Yeah.
And when you don't know that and you just trying to just come in as a gambler, trying to learn. No, that's like me trying to learn golf. It ain't going to work. I don't know all that birdie shit. Hole in one.
No, you're right.
Fuck out of here with all that shit.
Yeah, I agree. But listen, I agree with the rule. Pitchers got to finish an inning or 3 hitters. Because I agree, the game was going too long. You see how long now games are lasting, maybe 2.5 hours now, maybe 2 hours. It depends how fast the game goes now. So I agree with that rule. That's one of the
rules I love when they say the game was 2 hours and 15 minutes. Because even in between innings, you get a couple warm-ups and they get you playing.
That's it.
Because today's way of living, everything's quick, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not doing that slow shit no more. Everything's got to be quick, bro.
To people that don't understand baseball, is because they don't want to understand it. You understand?
I'm gonna disagree, X. You have to have grown up, X. You have to grow up to it. It's not that they don't want to learn X. It's like golf right now. If I go into golf, I don't want to learn that shit right now, X. If I didn't learn it when I was supposed to, it's too much shit,
You're not gonna learn it now. Yeah, you're not gonna learn it now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of these brothers didn't grow up learning it. So now they feel like Man, fuck all that shit. It's too much. Because, as kids, we lived it. We made
Yeah,
mistakes.
yeah.
We built it. That's why we so nice in it now. They don't want to go through that shit at no 40, 50 years old, X.
Well, I
So they
mean,
staying where they comfortable at, which I understand. You ain't gonna see
yeah.
me be a big golf better because I don't do golf.
I don't listen. I don't even understand the first thing of golf, so it doesn't matter to me. So
Exactly. Okay, let's move on. Great topic. We kind of gave insights of why baseball is such a great sport. And the home team, the road. There's so much other shit I could bring up, but
yeah.
we're gonna keep them at a minimum because of time. X, name me 3 teams that you think will be holding the championship trophies, and then I got one more question after that. But name me your top 3 MLB baseball teams right now.
Well, 2 games in. All right. No. Well, for
It
the
don't
season,
matter. You know the teams,
I got
X.
you. I got you. I
You
got you. I
know who
got you.
got who.
Well,
I don't care if they play 20
I'm gonna go in
games.
as number 1 is going to be the Dodgers, the defending world champions. They
Right.
have a great chance to three-peat. All they did was just reload again in the offseason. Edwin Diaz, Cal Tucker, a couple other pickups that were small but significant for this team to succeed again. They got the best player in baseball, Shohei Ohtani. That lineup 1 through 9 is. I mean, what are you gonna say?
Yo, I
1
watched them
through
the
9.
other day, Thursday. They were down 2
Okay.
zip, and they scored like 9
Yeah.
fucking 9 unearned, just like
Yeah.
that. Of Gallen, Zach Gallen. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. I think the number 2 team to me is going to be a surprise. I think it's going to be the Atlanta Braves. Going to be the number 2 team for me right now. They remember last year they started the season 0-7 with a lot of players early on in the
Right.
year injured, and they never got out of that. This year they're all healthy. I look at Ronald Acuna coming back and having a monster year the way he did a few years ago to win the MVP. Sean Murphy is healthy. Chris Sale is healthy. Spencer Strider's on the IL with I think elbow inflammation,
Again,
but he should be back in May. Schwarlenbach is on his way back. Austin Riley's healthy. This is a team that's loaded again. They're looking to bounce back, and I think they're going to bounce back this year. And I think the number 1-3 is your New York Yankees. Right now, Cole is on the IL 15-day, but when he comes back, he's going to go to the minors, get some innings in, some pitches in. But he should be back by hopefully June, July for the stretch run for the Yankees. Carlos Rodon should be back soon for them.
the Dawn's a beast.
What is it? Not Schnittler. The Yankees pitching is going to hold up, I think. Max Fried pitched a great game the other day. Once Cole
They won
Rodon
3 zip
back,
today, right?
they won 3 zip. Aaron Judge hit a homer today. The lineup, they stay healthy. They're going to put up points. Stanton, it looks like he's healthy, but let's wait on him because we know how fragile he is. But I think once Cole, Rodon, and you get that rotation set with Rodon, Cole, and Fried, and whoever you got at 4 and 5, this Yankees team is going to be dangerous pitching come playoff time. So those are my top 3 teams, the Dodgers, Braves, Yankees right now, going towards the end of the year.
Okay, I definitely got the LA Dodgers, no doubt about it. Got the LA Dodgers. I got to get the Yankees because now you got your Cy Young pitching hopefully the whole year basically. Even though he's out temporary. Yeah, but it's temporary.
He'll be back. He'll be back most likely around June because
they're playing it cautious. They just want him when it matters.
They have to.
They want it, and it makes sense. But we will have Cole when it matters.
Mm-hmm.
So when you add Cole to what we already have, and Fried looking like a Cy Young, I mean the way he just started yesterday. I mean I know it's only one game, but I mean last year he pitched good enough to be candidate and all that. So I
with Fried,
got the Dodgers. You know why the Dodgers? The Yankees, of course. And I'm fighting over my 3rd spot with about 3-4 teams, one of them being the Phils, Atlanta, and believe it or not, the New York Mets.
Okay.
And I'm going to have to say Mets, man. I mean, yo, dog, they deep, man. I mean, you guys lost a lot of guys, but I love the guys. I love the pitcher you picked up. I mean,
Peralta
from the Brewers. I mean, Peralta, even though he didn't start good, first 2 hitters, a single and home run, but it was after that, it was eggs after that.
I think Peralta's going to be fine. Remember, he started slow last year too, and he picked it up. So I think he'll be fine.
He's a beast, dog.
I would say the Phillies, but I think the Phillies window is closing fast. I don't see.
I'm not trusting the Phillies pitching staff.
I'm not.
I love their hitters, but I'm not trusting their staff.
I think I don't know. Steve Levine, the Philly fan. I don't think Bryce Harper lasts a year in Philly. I think they're going to look to trade him.
I hope he goes to the Yankees.
Something. So I don't think. I think they're going to look to trade Harper during the year. He might be going by or before the trade deadline.
But dog, look what I'm looking at. Look what I'm looking at. This is why I like the Mets. You know what Peroch is about.
Yep.
McClain, low-key beast, dog.
Listen, I said it last year.
McClain's a low-key beast.
Listen to me. I said it all off season. I told you last year when he came up, he was probably the best pitcher of the 3 young pitchers they brought up last year. I told you last year he was going to be the best of the 3 of them. Look what he did in the World Baseball Classic in the finals. He held Venezuela down. They couldn't score runs. Yeah.
Listen, the stuff is there. You just got to hope he don't blow his arm out.
That's all.
He reminded me of that kid that the Mets left in the 9th inning in the World Series, and then his life changed after that. When they should have took him out the game. What's his name again? They had the arm surgery.
Yeah.
Not Dickie, the hard throwing guy. They used to call him, I think, Batman or Robin.
Matt Harvey. Matt Harvey.
A little different style of pitching, but the big arm is what reminds me of him.
Well, I like Nolan McClain. I like Nolan McClain, and I'm glad he got the roster spot. He's going to be a solid number 2 for us.
Yeah, hold up. I ain't finished.
If the way
David Peterson is nice too.
David Peterson is good. I think Peterson
he can eat innings. I can see him winning 15 games, losing 10 with a 3-something, which is very good. Peterson is real good. And what are you getting out of Sean Manette? Because if he could come back to what he was, I know after last year turned me off too. But dog, he was dominating that year before though, dog.
Yeah. I like David Peterson. It's his inconsistency. That's what it is. He'll pitch you two or three great innings, then he'll have that one inning where he cannot find.
Yeah, but he's a third starter. I think he's going to be all right being the third guy.
I like Peterson. I think Clay Holmes now, after 1 year starting, I think he's got a better.
I don't want Holmes to start.
He's going to start.
Yeah, put him low in relief. They're going to start him, but
he's going to start.
Yo, you talk about inconsistent. Nobody's more inconsistent than that motherfucker.
But you got to remember.
He could go 12 straight pitches without a strike.
You got to remember, Clay Holmes, that was his first time starting in 7 years last year.
I don't give a fuck. Put him back in the bullpen,
I think he's built up his arm now.
Give me Kodai Senga instead.
I don't like Senga. Senga's a walk machine.
Give me Senga instead of fucking that motherfucker. You heard me? I like Peterson, and like I said, you guys, if y'all gonna go to the next level, Manaea's gonna have to pitch like he did a couple years ago. He could be the difference maker, but you know what? Either that or you get somebody that comes out of nowhere that does great. Yeah. But I'm telling you, Manaea's got the stuff, big boy, but can he figure it out? Because, yo, if you get 4 guys that come out to the mound and can get W's like that, y'all in the ball game, X. But let me move on. Anything else you want to say? Oh, you know what? Who wins it all? We both picked 3 teams. Who wins it all?
Ooh. I think in the American League, as much as I said the Yankees are the 3 team, if their pitching doesn't implode the way Max Fried and Rodon did last year in the playoffs, I think they're going to come out the American League. I think in the National League, I'm probably going to upset some people. I think the Braves. I think the Braves have what it takes to beat the Dodgers come playoff time.
You think they got enough pitching with that boy, what's his name, Strider, always being on a fucking injured reserve, bro?
I think they got enough. I think they got enough.
I'm looking at them now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see who their starters are. Okay, Bryce Elder's a starter.
Yep.
They got Fuentes a starter. Grant Holmes, he's all right. Chris Sale, you don't toss up.
Chris Sale pitched today.
I don't like their pitching staff, though. I mean, I know this guy's hurt. They got a lot of relievers. They got a lot of old dudes.
They also
Maybe
got
a lot of guys are injured because I don't see nobody on this fucking shit here.
they
Hold on, let me
also
check
got
the let me
they
check the
also got
injuries.
they also got Schwellenbach coming back from Tommy John surgery, so he should be back in June also.
Okay, Strider's out.
Yeah.
Joey Wentz is out for the year. I don't like their pitching, dog. I really
I
don't
agree.
like their pitch. You gotta have pitching. The Mets staff is
I
better than their
agree.
staff, dog. Easy.
I agree. They got, but the Braves have always found the Braves are not the type to buy big name pitchers, but they always find a way to get good pitchers in there. They'll find if they don't have somebody up there, they'll get
If they
somebody
could
in
get
from the minors.
Strider to get back
Yeah,
and Shale to kind of get back, now you got something.
Michigan wins by 13.
Now you got something. You heard they
Yeah,
covered the spread too. Now you got something that you can get both of these guys to reach, their form.
yeah,
But
I agree.
listen, Atlanta. I love the Atlanta with Cox and all that. They look, they won a few years ago with Freeman, but they just underachievers, fam.
Yeah, they
I'm gonna keep
underachieve.
it a band. There's no way you got that good ass team, X, and you playing the way they play. It's just no way. I'm not making excuses. At least the Phillies get there and then they lose.
Yeah,
You feel me? But these motherfuckers sometimes don't even make the playoff. Why, you need a Kuna to make the playoffs? You guys are good enough to make the playoffs without a Kuna.
I think last year what hurt them was a lot of injuries at the beginning of the year
X,
to a
who
lot of
wins
key
it all,
players.
X?
I think who wins it all? I think the Yankees, if they stay
Oh, I
healthy,
thought you
and
was gonna say three-peat.
no. I don't think the Dodgers three-peat. They're gonna get knocked off eventually. I think the Yankees they stay healthy. Like I said, the Yankees stay healthy and their pitching does not implode like they did last year in the playoffs. I think they're gonna come out the East. I think they win it. I think Judge last year at the playoffs showed he can hit now. He hit 500 in that series. Uh, but like I said, it's all about their health. It's all about their health. Listen, you got a solid closer in David Bednar. You got your
Oh,
closer.
he's good. He's good.
You know what I'm saying? You got your
Listen,
middle relief guys. So
I hate
there's
to
no
say this,
excuses.
but if I say what I want to say, I know it ain't gonna happen. So I'm kind of gonna use reverse psychology. You hear me?
All
I'm
right.
gonna say the Dodgers three-peat. If you guys know
Okay.
me, I'm using reverse psychology. I'm gonna say Dodgers three-peat.
Uh, Listen, as much as the Dodgers have reloaded and got a killer lineup from top to bottom, and the pitching staff, Yamamoto showed last year in the playoffs that he's an ace. He's an
Oh,
ace. He's a dog. He's an ace.
yeah.
I think with them is Glasnow's always hurt. Sasaki's always hurt. Big Red is always hurt. They don't have Clayton Kershaw anymore. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah,
that's
they got
eventually
they
going to
got they
catch up.
got Snell though, baby. Snell be hurt, but Snell is
Snell's
nice.
another one. He's always hurt too.
Yeah. X, make it quick,
So
cause we still got choose 1 and 1. I forgot about it.
okay. I think, like I said, I think if the Yankees stay healthy and that pitching stays healthy, the
Yo,
Yankees will
Neil Stewart put shaking my head.
win.
Cause I said Dodgers. Yo, Neil, you know me, I'm using reverse psychology, baby. I want the Yankees, but I don't want to put them out there. And then we don't even, then we get bumped in the first round. So I'm gonna say the Dodgers are going three-peat, you heard?
Yeah,
X,
I
any
think.
last word before we go to choose 1 and 1? And we gotta do the spinoff.
Uh yeah, well, let's see how the season plays out, man. So far, the Yankees are looking great. They're playing the San
Two
Francisco team.
games.
It's 2 games, but they look good. They're hitting. They're not going for the long ball like they've done in the past. They're getting good situational hitting. The Mets looked good yesterday, even though their pitching was kind of shaky. So let's see what happens. The Dodgers, they came out the way they're supposed to come out, like world beaters, and won big, and that's going to continue for the whole year. I think with this, the Dodgers should win about 100 to 105 games. The Yankees will challenge 100-game wins. Um, the Braves should get around 98 wins to win that division. I
Wow.
think.
I got the Braves maybe winning 80, 84
No,
games, dog.
I think the Braves are going to push 90 or more. I think the Phillies are going to blow it up. I think Harper's gone. Zach Wheeler, I don't know when I don't know if he's back yet, but I question that pitching staff, and especially that bullpen for the Phillies.
Yep, yep.
So,
Okay,
but
X, we done with the baseball. Baseball's back. X favorite sport. Now we going to choose one and why. Guys, put your fucking answers in. Do not have me pull you by the ear like a PS 188 principal, bro. Don't have me do that shit, though. Every time I used to be cursed or say something wrong, he used to be behind me like that. He wouldn't really pull it to hurt me. He would just let me know, yo, Al, calm the fuck down, nigga. Yeah, Mr. Starsky, rest in peace. That's your phone, X?
yeah, that's my phone. It's giving me an alert because of my I got this Dexcom for my diabetes to check my sugar and stuff.
Oh, there you go. There you go. A little alert.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a little alert. I get bank alerts. So every time I send money or I receive money, it gives me an alert. It doesn't have that fancy ringtone as yours. It just lets me know. It like vibrates
Yeah,
and shit.
it's just when my sugar goes up past a certain amount, it just beeps to let me know it's a little high. So
That's
once
what
I'm
it is.
off,
I might need that in the future, but I'm open.
Yeah.
I'm open. I don't need it. But you ready?
I'm ready. Once I get off, I'll take my insulin and I'm good.
Yeah. Make sure you get on that. But let's get you off quickly so that you can get on that. Okay, we gonna choose one and why. Put your fucking answers in. Neil, fucking Ghost, TPK, Midwest Mode, Lower. Brian, put your fucking answers in.
Put them in, people. Put them in.
Better second base tandem. That were good at the double play. No. Second base shortstop tandem. Let me say it right.
I got you.
Second base shortstop tandem. Got it?
I got you. Middle infielders.
Middle infield. There you go. Roberto Alomar and Omar Vizquel, Indians, or Tom Hurd and Ozzie Smith. Who and why?
Ooh, the greatest defensive shortstop of all time.
We talking tandems.
I know. With Tommy Hurd at second base, two great middle infielders. Then you got Alomar, probably.
I know you thought I was going to say Lou Whitaker. I know you was waiting for that.
Yeah. But and then you got Roberto Alomar, one of the top three greatest second basemen, and Omar Vizquel, another great defensive shortstop. Ooh.
I got a trivia for you too right after.
Oh man. I'm
gonna sit back. I ain't got no popcorn. I got it in the living room, but
this one is tough, man. This one is tough. But I'm gonna go with the Wizard of Oz and Tommy Hurd, man. And I'm not taking nothing away from Alomar and Vizquel because those guys were Gold Glovers themselves. But man, it was something special with her and the Wizard of Oz. You know, it's like they both had the same mind. They both had the same brain. They shared the same brain. Spectacular players. You know,
they played longer. But I'm not playing. I'm not going by longer. I'm going when they played together.
I like that middle infield. Her and Smith. They were special, man. Nothing got past those guys. Anything near them, within a feet or two, nothing got past those guys. And they were beautiful. They turned double plays beautifully, man. Beautifully.
So you got the Wizard of Oz and Tommy Hurd.
Yes.
I love the Wizard of Oz. That's one of my favorite baseball players ever. But when you got two magicians, not one.
Two, yeah.
Her and Ozzy is one magician and one good second baseman. Alomar and Vizquel, two magicians. And you know what I mean by that? They can throw it behind the back, over their head, no look. They do all that shit. I got to go with the Indians with Vizquel and Alomar only because of the two magicians.
All right.
Hurd, no disrespect to Hurd, played the game well, correct. But like I said, he wasn't a magician. Wizard of Oz was. So I'm going with the 2 over the 1. Now, any question before I give you my trivia?
You know, I can see your point on that, but...
No, you got your opinion. Listen.
Yeah, you know.
I make them hard, so there's no really right answers. But I told you why. I think they both magicians.
I got you. All right, then, let's go. Let's move on.
Okay. Give me something about these two tandems that I gave you are why they all like, beside the positions they play.
I think second base, as good as her and Alamar's a Gold Glover, I think with Alomar you got more offense. A guy that can hit 20 homers, steal bases.
I didn't ask that. I said what they got similar, like similar. I'm not asking why they better.
We know with Vizquel and I think Ozzie was the superior shortstop defensively, but both were great defensively. Don't get me wrong, Gold Glovers and everything. They played different styles, but the same game. Nothing got past them. Anything that was near their glove, it was getting vacuumed up. It wasn't getting past them at all.
Right. Okay, let me give you the answer because you're running off to the mountains and I need you to run off somewhere else. They were all switch hitters.
Okay, they were all switch hitters. Okay.
That's deep, right?
Ooh.
A lot of people forgot Tom Hurd was a switch hitter.
Yeah, that's right.
Vizquel's a switch hitter.
Yeah.
Alomar's a switch hitter.
I knew Smith and Alomar are switch hitters, but I forgot Tommy Hurd was a switch hitter.
There you go. Yo, Midwest Mo, this is why you here for. Let me be the quiet. Learn from me, Mo. Learn from me. I'm here for you. I'm your doctor. I swear to God, I got all the remedy. I'm not here talking shit. X know what it is. All right, now we moving on, X. That was a good one. I wanted to switch it up a little bit on you.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I don't want you, it was becoming a little too easy for you. So I had to switch it up on you.
We can't do Lou Whitaker and Alan Trammell every time, bro.
No, that either. Because they are the greatest tandem if you ask me.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. There you go, Midwest Mo. Soak it up like a sponge, my brother. Now we going quarterbacks. I'm going to bring a quarterback for my last one, not last week. Huh?
Hold on. Midwest Mo, make sure you call my agent to get my contract with the Grizzlies to be their mascot.
That was the R that said that, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, so to the R. Forget that, Midwest Mo. R. Call my agent. Tell them pay me to be their mascot.
Okay. I don't want to say black quarterback because it don't sound right, so I'm saying quarterbacks.
Okay. I got you, no problem.
Randall Cunningham, a.k.a. the ultimate weapon. Or Cam Newton, a.k.a. Superman. Now, I didn't say this on my last show, but I did say it on the Choose and One video I had. But I used Cam, but I used them with somebody else.
Yeah.
Now we doing Cunningham. Eagles, Vikings, etc. Who you got?
I like this matchup, man. Cam's my guy. I like Cam Newton, although he's become weird lately.
Numbers are like this, dog.
Yeah.
Yo, the numbers are like this. I mean,
similar,
similar. Who you got, fam?
Yeah, Cam's my guy, but that guy's been kind of weird lately the last year or so. He's been kind of weird.
Forget about that. You're talking about on the football field. I don't care if he started liking men. We talking football field.
We got Cam Newton, Rookie of the Year, MVP, went to a Super Bowl. Randall Cunningham, to me, very underrated quarterback, by the way, Randall Cunningham. All those years with the Eagles, superstar. Went to revive his career in Minnesota. I'm going to go with Randall Cunningham.
Randy Moss, Jake Reed, Chris Carter.
Yeah. I'm going to go Randall Cunningham because to me, Randall Cunningham was a better passer. Okay?
Neil, don't laugh out loud, Neil. Give me an answer. And don't laugh out loud. Give me an answer.
Cam Newton had his games, but he was very inconsistent passing the ball out. Cam Newton, of course, a bigger quarterback. He was built like a linebacker.
Yeah, but so Randall was tall, low-key.
Well, Randall was tall, long, and lanky, you know. But I'm going to go with Randall Cunningham mainly because they both did the same with their legs. Randall Cunningham a little more shiftier than Cam. But I think Randall Cunningham was a better passer of the ball. I think he passed the ball better, more accurately than Cam Newton did.
This is tough because if you watch Cam when he came in the league, coming from Auburn, he lit the league up, though. He was averaging 300 yards a game.
He did.
It's just the thing with Cam, he rubs a lot of people wrong. You know, like one time they playing the
Yeah.
Giants on Thursday night. They're down 24-0. He gets a rushing touchdown in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes, and then
Yeah.
he does this shit.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you down 18 points. Put that shit away, motherfucker. What the fuck is this shit like you winning? So he rubbed a lot of people wrong. I love Cam coming out of Auburn. I loved him
Yeah.
early. But Randall Cunningham represented for the brothers behind the helm, dog.
Yes, he did.
He was a fucking good quarterback. He made some
He
throws,
was.
especially the Eagles. He threw some, I think, 100-yard pass to Fred Barnett. I mean, it was like 50 yards. Barnett out jumped the defender and then ran the other 50, but it still went down as a 100-yard pass
Hey,
or
listen,
99-yard pass.
Listen, Randall Cunningham against the Giants from his own end zone kicked a 99-yard punt.
Yeah.
Okay? A 99-yard punt.
And yo, he played with against Lawrence Taylor and them cats, so you gotta give him
He
love.
did, yeah. He did.
You gotta give him, and he wasn't scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was not scared to play. I gotta go, Randall. He played in a tougher era, and he shined, and he should have went to the Super Bowl when his field goal kicker missed that field goal to go to the Super Bowl against the Atlanta Falcons, and they would have beat the Denver Broncos that year.
Yeah, when he
they
was in
would have beat the
Minnesota,
Denver Broncos.
I don't know, man. I don't know if they would have beat the Broncos, but it would
Nah,
have been a better game.
they was the best team in football that year.
Best team doesn't mean they're going to win, though.
I know, just like they lost to Atlanta, but they beat themselves that game. Too many mistakes late.
They did, yeah, they did.
Too many mistakes late.
They did.
But Randall, that was his moment to host that fucking trophy, and he failed. But Cam got there. We know what he did. He watched other people pick up a football, played himself on that. But I'm going Randall Cunningham. Now we're gonna move on to our last one. And these are freestyle X because I forgot to do it, and I just freestyled them. We go, okay, go on, yeah, put your answers in. First 5 seasons in the NBA.
First 5.
Shooting guards. You sure you ready?
I got you.
Anthony Edwards, a.k.a. Ant-Man. Or Vince Carter, a.k.a. Air Canada. We going Air Canada because they called him that in Toronto.
Yeah.
Vinsanity was later.
Yeah.
So you like Ant-Man or Air Canada? First 5 years. Who and why?
I love Ant-Man. That's my guy. I wish he was a fucking Nick. I love that guy, Ant-Man. But I'm going to go with Air Canada. Air Canada saved that franchise in Toronto when he came in there. He was Canada. He was Mr. Raptor. He led them to the playoffs for the first time. He was the man. He was the man up there. He was the face of that franchise for a long time. Even after he left, he was still the face of that franchise.
Right.
So I'm gonna go here with Air Canada, probably the greatest dunker of all time. Put up ridiculous numbers when he was in Toronto before getting traded. So as much as I love Ant-Man, and believe me, I'm a big Ant-Man fan, I wish the Knicks would get him. I really do. Okay, but I'm going to go Air Canada those first 5 years.
All right, put your answers in. Let me tell you something. I don't watch enough Timberwolves games, but every time I watch it, Ant-Man is special, man.
Yeah, he is.
He's fucking special. And the same way I felt about Ant-Man, I felt about Vince. The only thing was, when Vince did it, I was more excited because it was so many years ago.
Yeah.
I still didn't inherit a lot of, I inherited a lot of basketball, but that was like 15, 20 years ago. So all this shit that I'm able to inherit, now to see Anthony Edwards do it, it don't feel the same.
It doesn't. Yeah, you're
and
right.
He's actually doing more than Air Canada because he's averaging 5.5 more points per game. That's a big separation.
Yeah.
23 point something for Air Canada, 29 for Ant-Man. The rebounds are similar. Vince got the assists. None of them won shit, though. Playoffs, whatever, they didn't win shit.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to go with the Pumas, man. The Black Pumas. Air Canada, when he went to Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And he faked the 3, and drove on the sideline and reversed through it and looked at the bench. He threw it and looked at the bench. Ha! I love Vince Carter, dog. That was my guy.
Remember,
that was my guy with them Pumas.
They beat a heavily favored Knicks team in the playoffs in the best of 5.
There you go. I'm going Canada, but that's not to say that Edwards, any of y'all that say Edwards, I'm not mad.
Yeah, exactly. Listen,
I'm not mad.
That's my guy. Anthony.
Because that man's a fucking beast.
I don't watch a lot of NBA because I can't stand the NBA season now. But whenever Toronto's on and I know Ant-Man is playing because, you know, they do the load management bullshit also, which is also killing basketball, load management. So why do they want to lower from 82 to 72 games when these guys are sitting out 20 games a year on load management?
Facts.
Anyway, I love Ant-Man. And I always watch Toronto, Minnesota when they're on just to watch him play. He's killing it, man. The man kills it.
UConn's killing fucking Michigan State.
What's the score of that game?
25-8.
Oh, jeez.
I like Michigan. I didn't bet it, but I like Michigan State in that game. I mean, it's far from over, but Izzo's a great coach.
Hey,
but listen, X, any last words on the choose one and why?
That UConn reminds me of, remember when they played Illinois in that Elite 8 game and they went like on a 40-2 run?
Right.
This game feels like it's going to be just like that.
Any last words on the choose one and why? X, we got to get you out of here.
No. I think we had a great choose one and why. I
freestyled that too, so I'm proud of myself.
I like that
freestyle. I did it 2 minutes, about 5 minutes before the show. 5 minutes.
That's a great freestyle. That's a great freestyle.
I swear to God, I ain't lying. X, you know I ain't lying.
No, that's a great freestyle,
you know I ain't never really did it like that. And I had to use Cam twice because I couldn't get another name at the moment. So I'm going to just throw Cam in there again. You know I don't be Pete.
Listen, Warren Moon, man. Warren Moon.
I know, but I wanted guys that could kind of scramble somewhat.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
No, I like this freestyle with Ant-Man and Vince Carter. I don't get mad if they choose Ant-Man because I love Ant-Man. If Ant-Man, it was Ant-Man against anybody else, I'd probably take Ant-Man. But Air Canada at that time, Vince Carter at that time was too special, especially for the country of Canada and for the Toronto Raptors, because before he got there, they were about to sell that team and move them. And he got there basically, he saved that franchise.
X-Man, always a pleasure having you in. I told you last week was a toss-up. You see, we got crazy with the Bishop last week. Great show. Everybody participated.
Yeah.
But I have to get you in multiple reasons. I mean, I got a lot of guys that could cover the tourney. I mean, Guillory wanted it. I'm pretty sure Neil would have done with it. But the fact that baseball came in, I got to get the X-Man when baseball start because you know your shit. You and Felix Jacino, but Felix no longer with us. God bless him. I hope he's all right. He decided to stay off social media. So now more better for you because now you get first up on MLB Baseball, your dream sport. Thank you for coming in, holding it down, X. Any last words and we out of here?
Brother, anytime you need me, you know it's a pleasure to always be on talking sports, hanging out with everybody. This is my second family right here. Everybody on the Al York Show, you're like my brother. You know that.
Baby.
Nothing but love to you and your family.
Always.
Listen, people out there, every message is the same every week. You go out tonight, don't drink and drive. Stay home, drink, pass out at home, whatever, do it. Call an Uber if you're doing that. Stay away from those nasty-ass women that be out there trying to get you for your money. You know what I'm saying?
And them shims. Them shims is out there hurting
and
people.
Them simps, bro. Stay away from those simps too, man.
Them shims is out there hurting people.
I can't stand those fucking guys.
They put stuff in your drinks and next thing you know, you waking up with a he shim. Yeah. Yo, I don't know, nigga. I'm out of there. I'm home with my wife. I'm chilling.
Listen, brother. God bless you. God bless your fam. Everybody out there, much love to all of y'all.
X-Man holding it down as always. We'll get back in a few weeks. X, I got to rotate a couple more, but I got you in for the baseball. And we got in some World Classic. So we got 2 for 1.
I won't be around next week. Easter weekend. Be with
I said about 3-4 weeks. About 3-4 weeks to get you back in.
Got you, brother.
All right, my brother. Stay up. X-Man in the building.
You too, brother.
All right, baby. Let's go. Now we going to the spin-off. X-Man holding it down like he always hold it down. Now the spin-off, we got 4 leaders with 3 wins. We got Crip, 3 wins. Benny Hill, 3 wins. B4, 3 wins. And Tapia, 3 wins. Let the best person win. If I'm correct, I think my boy Midwest Mo got 2, 1 away from getting his 3rd. Let's get it going. Let me put some music. And good luck to everybody, guys. Now, we had a long show. We down already an hour and a half. Fucking with that St. John shit. All right, let me do this quick, because this show's super duper long. All right, here we go. Giveaway 1. Round 10. 1 through 20, baby. Yo, Mo, send me that picture. Benny Hill, send me them flicks, baby. So I know what y'all working with. Now y'all gonna get repeat items. 1 through 20. All right, here we go. Going lemon pepper. Lemon pepper. Lemon pepper wings, baby. There we go. March 27th, 2026. We already cut up 3 months this year. It's going kind of fast, y'all. Let's get a winner on my go. Pause. 2 balls come out, no bueno. On my go, I want this shit done perfectly, man. My man X, great job, X. Here we go. Here we go. Round 10. Giveaway 1. Winner is. Got a winner. Got 1 ball. Pause. 1 ball. Got a winner. Let me move it back. About to put my big ass body where I need to have it at. Round 10. Giveaway 1. Winner is. Number 5. Number 5. I already knows that. That's B Ford. B Ford is your giveaway 1 winner. Salute to the OG, baby. Yep, B Ford's your number 5 winner. Check the standings on my page. I got everybody's number and slots. B Ford is your winner. Now we going to giveaway 2. Salute the B4, the champ. 4th win for B4. 4th win. So he has the slight lead on Crip, Tapia, and Benny Hill. Giveaway 2. 21 through 40. Here we go. (21 through 40, guys. Going honey mustard. Last week was honey barbecue. We going honey mustard. Honey mustard wings. Let's go. On my go. Giveaway 2. Round 10. Winner is. Summary coming up, guys. Got a winner. Got a winner. Let me push it back. Giveaway 2. Round 10. Winner is. 28, 28, TPK. TPK's your winner, my man, the Philly kid, TPK. I know that's his number. I'm going to double check, but I know 28's his number. And what's funny is I don't remember him checking in today. He checks in every week. For like the last 3 years, I don't remember seeing him pop up today. 28 TPK is your winner. Summary coming up. Salute to the Philly kid, baby. Though we got like two of them. We got the ghost from Philly, and we got TPK that represents the city of Philadelphia. Okay, real quick, guys. We covered the March Madness. We covered everything. We covered all the games, the active games, and also gave y'all an opinion on tomorrow's games. You know, with Iowa playing the Illini and Purdue playing the Wildcats. 2 games, one 7.5, one 6.5. But I won't be surprised if a dog wins. I see more dog covering. I see both favorites moving on, but I see one of the dogs covering. I don't see no upsets. I might be wrong. I mean, Iowa right now is the Cinderella, but Midwest Mo's team, the Illini, they official. Stojakovic, Mikovic, them guys, they got a bunch of, overseas players over there in Illinois, and them guys is balling. So we cover all the NCAA, future games that took place, broke it down, me and X-Man. And we also covered MLB baseball being back. It's good to have another sport back in it. So we got, like they say, the more the merrier. And as long as it's within the 3 greatest sports to me, which is baseball, basketball, and football, I'm all for it. And you can throw boxing in there too, because I love my boxing. I love my boxing very much. Great job, Miss Sandra, a.k.a. Essa Loca. Great job doing your thing. And you always keep it fun. I can't wait to watch the comments because I know you funny as hell. So I got a lot to look forward to after the show. Also, we talked about World Baseball Classic. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people love it. I want them to say I like it. I think it's better for the sport. I know it has its goods and then it got its bad shit. Like X said, it takes people out from being with their teammates. Kind of affects it fucks up the gelling of a team, and just being able to work together on an everyday basis. I get that aspect, but I think it's only once every 4 years. So fucking what? The games are so competitive. Countries represented. I mean, I loved it, man. I loved everything about it. But, everybody's entitled to their own opinion because, like I said about 15 years ago, and I'm going to say it again, opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. And that's facts. Then we went into the choose one and why I freestyled that. Think I did pretty good on that because X loved all of them. So we took care of that. And like I said, guys, please continue to support your boy. I need a little more action on the YouTube if possible. I got people playing the slots. God bless y'all for that. I hate it when I have to be tracking people down like I'm stalking people to get spots. Now we're running out again early, which is a beautiful thing because it's only 2. I used to have 3 in the beginning, and 3 of them used to all sell out. Now it's only 2, and I keep getting new merch. It ain't like the merch ain't up to par. Right now, I got merch being made right now as we speaking. I got different merch coming in. So like I said, let's continue the vibe, continue doing it. And let's reach out to different platforms because, like I said, Instagram, I'm hitting hard, YouTube, and I'm not doing this, like I said, I'm not doing this for looks. I'm not doing this for clicks. I'm doing this because I want to wake up and do this for the rest of my life if given the potential to do it because, I love giving my perspective and perception of when I see a game because I think I see it different. When you've been in the game forever, you see it different, just like an experienced man going to bed with a shorty compared to a regular cat. The experienced man know what he's doing, man. He know how to conquer. I mean, that's how I feel. I feel like I'm very experienced. Am I like big-headed in any way? No. It's all, it's all in the pudding, man. You are what you are. Like when Floyd said one time he's the greatest and he had the 50-0 to back him up, I could see him talking there. I just feel he just too arrogant with it, but he was 50-0 when he was talking that crazy shit. And what can you say? It's 50-0. What can you say, bro? That Castillo could have beat him? All right, if he did beat him 49-1, still incredible. And I'm not even a Floyd fan, but I go by facts. Those were facts. And I'm giving y'all facts. I've been doing this too long not to be one of the head honchos in this, man. And like I said, line me up. Line me up with anything. That part, you heard? I ain't talking shit. I want a nigga to take on this brain right. Come on, baby. Come on. Let this brain work, baby. Let's go. Let's go to the past. Let's go to the 70s, 80s. Let's see what you got in the 70s, 80s for me. Let's go now. Let's go prediction. Let's go. I beg you. Please. Let's go on the platform and do it for everybody can see it. I beg you. Please. And with that, I'm going to say I love you guys. No drinking and driving. Continue to look in. Continue to get smarter. I'm here to make y'all smarter. Y'all didn't know nothing. Y'all going to know a lot after me. I promise y'all. That's how I learned. I learned from learning from people that were better and smarter than me. And now I'm ready to drop the same jewels they dropped on me on y'all. And with that, Al York Sports, love y'all, man.